They locked Prince Sota in the ancient punishment cell for a single night, but to him, 10 years passed inside that room. Time moves differently in there, and he used every second of it.
Your son's failures shame this kingdom. He must be taught a lesson.
A night in the old cell will break his arrogance. Guards, take him.
They dragged Prince Sota through the cold stone corridors, his royal tunic already torn from their grip. The massive rune-covered door slams shut behind him, sealing him in darkness.
This is it, the punishment she wanted. But I will not break.
In the absolute silence, faint blue runes flickered to life along the walls. The air itself seemed to freeze. A single speck of dust hung motionless before his eyes.
Time has stopped. This isn't a prison. It's a crucible.
The runes on the walls blazed brighter, and the very air solidified like crystal.
This power, it's a gift hidden in a curse. I can use it.
He threw his first punch into the timeless void, muscles screaming against the unnatural stillness.
10 years. I'll carve every weakness out of this body.
Days, weeks, months. He lost all sense of time, drilling forms until his breath burned.
I'll be a weapon they can't comprehend, stronger than any knight.
He found a rusted iron shard and shaped it against the stone floor into a crude sword.
A blade in hand, now the real training begins.
Each swing through the frozen air was like cutting through stone, building strength with every repetition.
I will not waste a single moment. When this door opens, I will be reborn.
Years blurred inside the frozen cell. Sota's crude sword became an extension of his will.
Each strike sharper, faster. The boy who entered this prison is dead.
One day, his blade struck a hollow note against the wall. A loose stone, behind it, a hidden compartment. A rolled parchment tied with a faded blue ribbon. In elegant handwriting, "My dearest Sota, if you find this, you have proven your strength. This room is not a punishment. It is my final gift, built to protect you from the Queen's schemes."
Mother, you planned this all along. You trapped her in her own malice.
The words burned into his heart. He had been loved, not abandoned.
I will master every secret of this place, and I will honor you, Mother.
Sota sheathed his makeshift sword. Fire rekindled. The training never ceased. The final year, Sota executed sword techniques that would shame a master, each strike silent and perfect.
I've surpassed every knight in the kingdom, but they must never know. Not yet.
He spent months meditating, learning to suppress the blazing aura his decade of training had forged.
My eyes, too sharp. I need to look broken, like the prince they threw away.
The runes suddenly dimmed, pulsing weakly. Time's hold was ending. Sota felt the air grow heavy, the first sign that the cell would soon release him.
When that door opens, I am Prince Sota, the failure, not the swordsman.
He hid the letter inside his tunic, the only proof of his mother's love, and faced the door. Slumping his shoulders, he let his hair fall over his eyes, erasing every trace of power.
Let them see trash. The truth will be my blade.
The ancient door groaned open. Morning light blinded the guards as a hunched figure stumbled forward.
Look at him. A single night broke the pretender. You see, my king, he is nothing.
Enough. Remove him from my sight. I have no use for a son so weak.
Your disgust is my shield. Believe what you see, Father.
He shuffled past the sneering nobles, head low. But behind his tangled hair, his eyes flickered with an icy calm no one witnessed. Alone in his chamber, the prince let the act fall. His shoulders straightened, his posture sharpened, his posture sharpened.
They swallowed the lie whole. Now I move in the shadows they created.
He flexed his fingers, remembering the weight of the sword, the discipline of a decade.
Every insult they throw only feeds my patience. Soon the truth will strike.
Reaching into his tunic, he felt the parchment, his mother's final gift, and let a cold, dangerous smile surface. Night after night, Prince Sota slipped from the palace, donning a plain cloak and a stolen blade.
The kingdom bleeds while the throne ignores it. I will be the shadow that protects.
In a village terrorized by bandits, a hooded figure appeared like a wraith. His sword moved before the thugs could scream. leaving them unconscious and the village safe.
Let them build a legend. The fool prince couldn't possibly be this ghost.
Whispers of the vigilante of the north reached even the palace. Unsettling the court, Sir Cedric was assigned to guard Prince Sota, a humiliating post for a knight of his caliber.
I've been ordered to watch you. Try anything, and I'll drag you back in chains.
Chains won't be necessary, Sir Cedric. I have nowhere to go but forward.
As days passed, Cedric began to notice the prince's eyes, far too sharp for a broken man. That night, Sota unrolled the letter in his chamber, the blue runes still faintly glowing in his memory.
The runes. They never once reacted to the guards, only to me. Why?
He traced the elegant handwriting, comparing it to the rune patterns engraved in his mind from a decade of solitude.
She knew Morwen would lock me here. This cell was never a punishment. It was a key.
The pieces clicked. His mother had enchanted the room to recognize only her bloodline, turning the queen's malice into a decade of unmatched power.
She didn't just protect me. She gave me the weapon to destroy their lies.
A ghostly image of Queen Lyria seemed to smile in the candlelight, her sacrifice now blazing with clarity.
I will not waste her love. No blood, no war. I will expose Morwen with the truth.
He tucked the letter back into his tunic, the weight of a decade in a mother's design now focused into a single purpose.
The queen thinks she has won. She has only sharpened the blade.
In the dusty depths of the palace archives, Prince Sota uncovered ledgers detailing Morwen's embezzlement of royal funds.
Proof of her corruption. Hidden accounts, forged seals. This will bring her down.
That same night, Queen Morwen planted a bloody dagger beneath Sota's bed, a false accusation of treason.
The king will believe the blade. The prince will rot.
At dawn, guards burst into Sota's chambers, seizing him by order of the queen. The dagger was produced as evidence.
This is madness. Release Prince Sota immediately.
Be still, Cedric. Do not throw away your career for this.
Cedric watched helplessly as his prince was dragged in chains toward the great hall for trial.
She's playing right into my hand. The trial will be her undoing.
Sota's lips curved into a faint, unreadable smile as the doors of the courtroom yawned before him. The trial hall was packed. King Alaric sat high, weary, as Prince Sota stood in chains but unbroken.
This dagger was found in his chamber, stained with the blood of a loyal guard. He plotted treason.
That guard has been bribed with gold traceable to your personal accounts, Queen Morwen.
From his tunic, Sota produced the embezzlement ledgers, pages marked with the queen's unmistakable seal.
What is the meaning of this? Guard, investigate these claims immediately.
That night, a hooded figure slipped into Prince Sota's cell, a blade glinting in the dark. Sota's eyes snapped open. His body, trained across a decade, moved before the assassin could blink. A twist of the wrist, a muffled snap, and the assassin was pinned, his weapon clattering to the floor.
Tell your mistress her lies are unraveling. I will not be silenced.
By morning, the court declared Prince Sota innocent, but Queen Morwen's eyes burned with a new, desperate fury. That evening, in a secret chamber, Prince Sota faced Sir Cedric, dropping every mask.
Cedric, I am not the fool you've guarded. For 10 years I trained in that cell, hidden from the world.
A decade. In a single night? That's impossible.
Time froze within those walls. My mother, Queen Lyria, created it as a gift, knowing Morwen would lock me there.
He pulled the ancient letter from his tunic, the runes within still pulsing like a heartbeat.
I have the proof to destroy Morwen without shedding blood. But I need you, Cedric.
After all I've seen, I should have known. My sword is yours, my prince.
Together, they leaned over a map of the Great Hall, plotting a final public trap for the queen.
We'll summon the entire court. When she feels cornered, her own fear will force her confession.
A single candle burned between them as they forged the final steps of a decade-long retribution. By dawn, Sir Cedric had spread word of an emergency court session, summoning every noble and the king to the Great Hall. Queen Morwen received an anonymous note. A traitor will confess today. The prince's innocence is a lie.
Finally, someone else who sees through that boy. I'll watch him crumble.
The Great Hall filled with whispers. King Alaric seated uneasily, his crown heavy. Morwen swept in, wearing a triumphant smile, believing her enemies were delivering themselves. Then the grand doors opened again. Prince Sota walked forward, not shuffling. His stride was that of a man who had sculpted himself in solitude. His shoulders were squared, his eyes sharp as ice. The court gasped at the transformation.
What trickery is this? You cowered like a beaten dog yesterday.
No more masks, stepmother. Today the truth walks free.
Silence fell. The trap was set, and the queen stood at its center.
I was never broken, my king. That punishment cell was a forge.
The nobles stirred, whispers rising. Queen Morwen's face drained of color.
Enough? Guards, take this mad boy to the dungeons.
A guard stepped forward, hand on sword hilt. Prince Sota did not move. With a flick of his wrist, he caught the guard's blade and twisted it away, sending it clattering. The hall erupted in gasps. King Alaric stood, his crown askew, staring at his son.
For 10 years I bled and trained in that time-frozen cell. A single night, for you, was a decade of my life.
Reaching into his tunic, he drew out the parchment, its blue runes pulsing with ancient light.
This is my mother's handwriting, her final design, her last embrace.
Queen Morwen's face twisted from rage to terror. Her words died in her throat.
Listen, father, to my son. When the world turns against you, this cell is not punishment. It is a sanctuary where time bends, a decade to a night. I built it for you alone, knowing the Queen's malice would deliver you here.
The court erupted into murmurs. Nobles turned to stare at the queen, who suddenly seemed small.
Morwen, answer this. Is what my son says true?
It's a lie, a pitiful forgery. That boy is deceiving you all.
The runes recognize my blood. They did not react to the guards. Let the court see the truth.
The runes pulsed, sending a wave of blue light across the walls, reacting only to the prince.
How? How did she deceive me, even from the grave?
Her trap had been the key all along. The queen stood at the edge of the abyss she had dug.
Guards, execute this traitor now. Strike him down.
Her loyal guards drew steel, but their hands trembled. The prince had already proven his skill. Sota flowed like water. In 3 heartbeats, 3 blades clattered to the floor, not a single drop of blood drawn.
Enough.
The king's roar silenced the hall. His gaze fell upon the queen, no longer with love, but with dawning disgust.
No. You can't turn against me. I am the rightful queen.
You plotted treason, bribed guards, and tried to murder my son.
Morwen's legs gave out. She crumpled to her knees, the mask of power shattering into dust.
I only wanted the throne. You and that pathetic boy were never meant to stand in my way.
Prince Sota looked down at his stepmother, and for a long moment, his gaze held only a weary ancient pity.
Morwen, by the power of this crown, I strip you of all titles and banish you from this kingdom forever.
Guards seized the former queen, dragging her from the hall. The court looked away. Her silent hysteria faded down the corridor, a trail of a broken reign.
Sota, I failed you. I let her poison this kingdom and crush my own son.
For 10 years, I resented you. Every cold glance, every dismissal.
If I could rewrite the past, I would. But I can only beg you, let me try to be a father now.
Mother taught me to survive. To forgive is my choice.
Then Sota closed the distance and wrapped his arms around the king. A decade of bitterness thawed in a single heartbeat. The court watched in silence, witnessing the birth of a true heir.
Before this court, I name Prince Sota my true heir, forged by fire and beloved by the late queen.
The hall erupted in cheers. Swords clashed against shields in a thunderous salute. Sir Cedric beamed, tears of vindication glistening in his eyes. When the crowds dispersed, Prince Sota walked alone to the ancient punishment cell. The rune-carved doorway stood open, silent and dark, heavy with memories. He stepped inside, tracing the stone, where he once found his mother's hidden letter.
Thank you, Mother. Your gift made me whole.
He placed a single white rose on the cold floor, where the greatest transformation had begun. Then he walked out, leaving the past behind. but never forgotten. In the silent cell, a rose bloomed where a decade of sorrow once lived, in the days before the coronation. Prince Sota oversaw the crafting of a new royal seal.
The old seal bears Morwen's shadow, but the time rune will speak of endurance. Carve this rune into the center. It will be the heart of our kingdom.
The rune glowed faintly, as if Queen Lyria herself blessed it.
That rune, it's from the punishment room?
Yes, a symbol of hidden strength. Every document stamped with it will remind our people that even the darkest night can be turned to light.
The king nodded slowly, understanding.
Your mother would weep with joy. I am proud of you, my son.
This is for you, Mother.
Word of the new seal spread like wildfire, and the people gathered beneath banners adorned with the glowing rune, eagerly awaiting the coronation. The day of the coronation arrived. The cathedral was filled with light and song. Prince Sota walked the long aisle, his new royal tunic gleaming, the rune-emblazoned banners overhead.
This is it, the moment Mother prepared me for.
He knelt before his father, King Alaric, who held the golden crown with trembling hands.
With this crown, I pass the weight of the kingdom to you, my son, forged in shadows and blinding light.
The crown settled on his head. Alaric leaned close and whispered,
Your mother would be so proud.
Sota closed his eyes, and for a moment, he saw her, Queen Lyria, smiling in the sunbeam. He rose, turned to the court, and the hall erupted in cheers. King Sota stood, ancient eyes glistening, the boy once called trash, now a legend crowned in light.
People of the kingdom, you once knew me as the worthless prince, the failure, but my mother, Queen Lyria, gave me 10 years in a single night. In that darkness, I forged the man you see before you.
The crowd listened, tears streaming down weathered faces. Old soldiers bowed their heads.
I vow to rule with the wisdom she gifted me. This rune, our new seal, is her eternal legacy.
Sir Cedric stood near the throne, his proud smile unwavering, a silent salute to his king.
Even in the deepest darkness, we can find light. I am proof.
The cathedral erupted in a thunderous roar. Banners bearing the rune swayed like waves of blue hope.
I did it, Mother. Your son rules at last.
King Sota raised his hand, and the kingdom, once broken, began to heal. Days had passed since the coronation. King Sota sat alone on the throne, the ancient letter in his hands. The last lines his mother had written. You were never trash. You are my son.
Those words sustained me for 10 years. Now they will sustain a kingdom.
A single tear traced down his cheek, but his smile held only peace.
I am finally at peace. Everything led here.
He looked up, and in the quiet throne room, the faintest outline of Queen Lyria shimmered beside him.
Thank you, Mother. I will carry your love forever.
The letter's runes glowed once more, a brief pulse like a heartbeat, then faded. King Sota folded the parchment, placing it over his heart, where it had always been. On the throne sat not a boy called Trash, but a king forged by a mother's undying faith. A gentle rain fell as King Sota walked the familiar path to the punishment cell, Sir Cedric at his side.
Are you certain you wish to return here, my king?
Yes. I want this place to have a new purpose.
He pushed the heavy door open. The cell was dark, the runes long silent, but the rose from before still lay on the stone.
It almost seems alive, lingering after all this time.
I will turn this place into a library. Knowledge for all, not punishment for one.
A fitting tribute to your mother. Her love will educate generations.
Sota bent down and placed a fresh white rose beside the old one, then stood, his silhouette framed by the doorway. The old cell, once a prison, would become a beacon of light, just as its prisoner had. King Sota turned away, leaving the past to rest, and walked into a new dawn. The kingdom flourished. Fields of grain swayed under a golden sun, and children ran laughing where fear once reigned. In the heart of the castle, the old cell became a library, and on its floor, a single white rose still bloomed, untouched. The last rune on the wall flickered gently, then faded into silence. From the throne room, a soft light shimmered, and the ghost of Queen Lyria stood, her smile spanning years. She looked upon her son, now a king beloved by all, and a tear of pride traced her cheek. Her form began to dissolve into motes of light, drifting upward. her mission complete. The castle settled into the quiet of a starry night, no longer haunted but blessed. A shooting star streaked across the sky, as if the heavens themselves applauded. In the palace, King Sota stood at a window, feeling the gentle touch of a peace he once thought impossible. And somewhere beyond, a mother's love whispered through the ages, forever guiding her son.